Would you like to know how to manage your time to master your life? If so, stay tuned. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you some thoughts that I put down into my journal. I took this habit of writing a journal every morning. I wake up at 5 a.m. and writing in my journal has become a way for me to find ideas, to be creative, to also put down on paper thoughts that I may have on a daily basis. And I really recommend you do the same daily if you can. Now, yesterday I wrote something that is quite keen to me, and as you get older, you think more about your mortality, you think more about your legacy, and you think more about, well, what regrets would you have? And when you talk about regrets, automatically you think about, well, did I manage my time properly? So today I wanted to share some thoughts and ideas about how to manage your time to master your life. And I'd like to start with a quote that success is created by the constant and consistent practicing of very simple habits, very simple fundamentals. Now, I believe that creating habits is a great tool to manage your time efficiently. And I wanted to share with you 9 tools with you today to create such wonderful habits and master your life. Now, the first tool is, or the first recommendation is, well, you have to know where you are going. If you don't have an idea of what is your goal, what is your ambition, then there's little chance that you will be able to manage your time in an efficient way to reach that goal. So the first thing is, be very clear, have some clarity into what is it really that you truly want for yourself. What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? What are your goals? You realize that once you've set clarity into your goals, in a way, you automatically manage your time much better to reach those goals. The second tool, or the second recommendation that I have is about awareness. It's about being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, where you are, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. Being aware of your environment. Because I believe that awareness leads to better choices. And better choices in turn leads to better results. So if you want better results, you have to start by being very aware, increasing your overall awareness of your environment and of yourself. The third tool is about, well, it's a simple question in a sense. And the question is, well, what would you do today if you knew that you could not fail? What would you do if you knew that you could not fail? It's a very empowering question in many ways. It opens up opportunities, it opens up dreams. And I really recommend you sit down and think carefully about this question. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? Now, the fourth recommendation is seemingly a very simple one, yet it's a very effective, a very powerful one. And it's to come up with a schedule, a weekly schedule or a daily schedule. But plan your time, plan your days, plan your week in advance so that you can put down things that are important, things that you absolutely need to achieve. And writing them down into a schedule makes you commit to them at the same time. It makes those goals, those activities, in a sense, much more important. So plan your schedule, plan your week, plan your days. This will help you manage your time in a much more efficient way. The fifth recommendation is be unorthodox. Don't act the same way others do. I'll give you an example. If you go to the supermarket at peak hours like everybody else does, well, then you lose more time doing your grocery shopping. If you are able to go at a different time when there is no lines going into the supermarket, then there's a good chance you'll do your grocery shopping in maybe possibly half the time. The same for driving to work, the same for doing most of the errands that we do on a daily basis. Be unorthodox, do things differently or at different times than others. You may find yourself saving lots of valuable time doing that. The sixth recommendation is something that I've done for the past 15 years now, and I've learned when I was working as hotel director on cruise ships, is, well, wake up early and set up a daily morning routine. Now, setting up a daily morning routine will help you, again, organize your day, will help you put you in the right framework for your day. And if you wake up at 5, like I do, you automatically have 2 or 3 hours more in your day, and 2 or 3 hours where you won't get disturbed. Those 3 hours are what I call my golden hours. They're for me. I know I won't get disturbed by emails, by calls, or by anybody. And I have the liberty to plan. I have the liberty to think about what is important. I have the liberty to reflect on what I truly want to achieve during the day. So wake up early and make sure you set up a great morning routine to take care of yourself as well. The seven advice is again seemingly a simple one, yet very powerful. Get organized. Unclutter things around yourself. We tend to leave things very cluttered. We tend to accumulate things, and when you enter into your place of work or even your place of living, you will see a lot of different things all over the place. I very much believe in the power of simplicity. Unclutter things so that it allows you to get organized in a much more efficient way. If you know that in the morning you have to achieve certain tasks, make sure that these tasks can be achieved easily. If it's about journaling, for example, well, I know I want to journal in the morning, so what do? Well, my journal is right there on my desk, together with my pen, the night before, so that it's easy for me to take my pen, open my journal, and write. So by organizing things around yourself, uncluttering and organizing things, you manage your time much more efficiently and you achieve the tasks that you've set for yourself. I also believe that working in blocks of time is a great way to be much more efficient. We tend to work as humans, we tend to be able to focus our attention for an average of, let's say, 20 minutes. Now, if you make sure that you work in blocks of time followed by smaller blocks of relaxation, and then again another block of time, you will also be much more efficient and manage your time much more efficiently. Now, I wanted to share with you a thought that I had, which is that, well, if I divide my time in 3 equal areas, in 3 equal times in a sense, I'd like to think that 1/3 of my time is spent on thinking, reflecting. Again, you can do that in the morning when you're not disturbed, but 1/3 of your time should really be spent on reflection, on thinking. I call it the thinking time. 1/3 of your time should be about doing things. And this is where you are being productive. You're completing tasks that you thought of in the previous section. And last but not least, 1/3 of your time should be about people. Spending time with people, connecting with people, engaging into conversation, calling a friend, going to see a colleague in his or her office. So 1/3 of your time should be about, in a sense, connection with people. Connection with people are amazing. They'll save you time. They'll bring you ideas, but they'll save you time as well. So in terms of managing your time, 1/3 on thinking, 1/3 on doing, and 1/3 on connecting with people. I hope these few ideas will help you. I sort of put them on the paper like this without any specific construct to it, but I think they're very valuable and I hope they will serve you well. Thank you very much.